Hello everyone, here we go again, another devlog for you. Here is our progress since March. Quite a lot of things happening by the end of March. I'm really excited to share this with you all, so let's hear it. This time, I'm going to start with Kickstarter related stuff. I've finally finished all the backer NPCs designs. Of course, apart from the 7 backers that I haven't received your design references. But overall, all the characters are ready for animations. This won't be happening very quickly. But what we will do though, is to work on backer NPC together with the in-game background NPCs. Another thing is the mousepad design. Unfortunately, there isn't any progress on those two since last time, but those will be done sooner or later. Done with the Kickstarter stuff, here is something exciting. I've got 2 more artists join the team. They will greatly improve our production speed for the art sets. For the release date of the game, we decided to release the game Early Access in August. Once it's released in Early Access, the game will be at least having 1 road you can fully play through. Hopefully, there will be all the side quests available as well. The romantic relation with NPCs will be very likely updated post-Early Access. The full release will probably be within 2022 or beginning of 2023, we will see. At this point we don't know it yet. If there are serious issues upon early access release, we might spend more time to solve it and get the game to its best shape. If the game flops, however, well, good luck to us. So what will happen in the next demo? Firstly, we are finalizing the UI visuals. Remember those mockups in one of the previous devlogs? We show the visuals we were planning to add. This will be in the next demo and pretty much settled for the final game as well. There will also be other visual improvement and pace optimizing that will be reflected in the game HUD. Then we also plan to add more player characters animation, especially special moves, and little rework of current animated frames. There will also be more player characters animations for interaction activities, such as going back to sleep, using toilet, taking showers, emotes for co-op play, and other vanity purpose animations. Apart from character animations, there will also be more game features implemented. So instead of combat-only gameplay, there would be probably 1 more minigame with these features unlocked too. What it means is that each in-school class will give you a perk to unlock new skills. For example, finishing math class will get you discount when purchasing items, and there are 6 levels in each class. It also gives you EXP bonus based on your minigame performance. So that's another option to level up other than combat. One more thing about minigame is, we are going to do some visual improvement on the minigame, so it starts and ends smoother rather than its current status. You just go there and things starts. That's very rough. Next game feature is the crafting and player home customization. This is something you guys made possible during the Kickstarter campaign, so we want to at least get this one functional in the next update. There might be very limited contents on what you can do with it, but the point is to show you it's working. Some of you might notice that the restaurant in the current demo build is gone. Not that we removed the feature, but what we are going to do is to improve it so it runs smoother. Something worth to mention, we finished all the food art a while ago, so things are coming together. Weapon modes and upgrade is another thing will be in the next build. With this feature into the game, your combat grinding will be more meaningful. Enemy mobs and loot boxes will drop stickers for you to modify your weapon as you like. And if you notice the brand thing in your weapon, it provides extra stat bonus to your character when the weapon is equipped. By upgrading this weapon, it also increases the stats buff. So combat part of the gameplay is more completed with these features. The next thing is stamina gauge. This thing directly links with the day and night cycle, restaurant, eating food, playing minigames, sleeping, and some other activities in the game. So basically, every major activity you do in the game will cost stamina gauge, and some of them forwards time too. And if you stay overnight, your stamina cap will temporarily reduce because of fatigue. If you stay overnight in a row, then you will pass out. Anyway, this thing might not do much in the demo build, but this is one of the key elements when it comes to release. The last thing is to put more items in the demo, like accessories and weapons, and maybe more super moves, but it's undecided yet. Now after finishing with what's on the new demo, there are some character designs we changed, just want to show you. Although when we start to animate them, all the characters will have changes in some degrees, just to match up everything in the same styles. Finally, production plans. Especially production plans for the next 2 or 3 months. Since I mentioned we will early access release the game in August, so May, June, July are very crucial. I will break down what's left in 5 parts. This may not cover the whole thing, but these are the main issues we're tackling right now. First part is character animations. This includes both drawing all the remaining frames and animating. I did some calculations by the end of March. We have 15 characters left. Some of the characters are a bit more complicated than the other. Some are easier to draw and some doesn't require much frames but only animation works. But we put them together and the counting I did came out with 440 frames left in total. With our current output, we can pull this off before July. While those frames are being produced, we can get the preparation and animation all going at the same time. These are the main chunk here. On top of that, there are NPCs, background NPCs, extra animation frames for player characters mentioned earlier, character portraits and others. It's a tight schedule, but it's doable with the 2 new artists in the team. The artists will also be helping with the background art. We have set up a pipeline for this, plus there are lots of halfway done art, halfway done assets. So this will go very fast when it starts rolling. And since we have the game world expanding stretch goal, we do have some extra works for it. But with our production capability, we can handle this. It's either do the background altogether or break it up and blend in with the character animations. Other art assets like visual effects, decorations, and bits and end. The special effects would be a tricky one. Apart from the art part, I still need to send out voiceover commissions. This time is different to our previous game, Vagrant. We might need around 10 voice talents for all the characters, plus some lines for the backer shop NPCs. Lastly, in-engine editing works. This part are relatively simple. The main problem is if we can get all the art stuff flow in on time, so everything is running. The programming and the in-engine editing at this point have 3 things to work on. First thing is to getting the new UI and things updated. We started working on this since March. Next is storyline editing. This is the easy but time-consuming thing, and often we need to get the artists drop their work and produce some frames for story scenes. But there's a simpler way to finish this fast. That is the portraits plus dialogues only, just to get things there first and add the scenes play later. The final thing is the NPC and mob AI. Normally it takes 2 days for a mob NPC, longer for boss NPC. Like I mentioned, if we have all the assets, then there really isn't too much works on the programming side. There are, however, potential risks with our progress. The most obvious thing is that we don't have much time left to design the mob and loot placement. The problem here may cause bad game progression designs. That's why I will organize people helping us with testing, so we can improve on this. Plus, we have little time for intense debugging before early access release. Okay, I will end this devlog here. I hope things could go smooth from this point. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.